2020 has made many things difficult, but when it comes to finding love or even a fling, it's been really tough. Constantly changing advice on who you can meet and where, mask wearing and social distancing rules, and now that 10 o'clock curfew have made dating a little bit, well, unsexy. And on top of all that, for months, single people haven't been able to get close to the people they've been seeing. With the government now confirming that those in established relationships don't need to socially distance, many couples are being forced to give their budding romance a label.
People need to be sensible, and if you're in a relationship that is well established, you know, that's what it means.
Is that like 6 months?
What it means is people realising that by coming into close contact with people in other households, then that is how the virus spreads.
For JOANNA, the rules and regulations got too much. She was dating someone before lockdown, but after not being able to see each other, it became too difficult.
When you're not in an established relationship and you just start seeing each other and getting to know each other, it's a little bit difficult. When we went to the lockdown, I didn't really use apps. I didn't really even want to talk to anybody because it felt like a lot of people, they just talk to you because they're bored. Like they have nothing to do at home, and it's not because they're really interested in you to get to know you.
The pandemic has called for a more creative attitude to romance.
Have there been many dates over lockdown?
I went on a few, it's kind of been on and off just because it's just a bit depressing,
Virtual dating is on the rise, allowing couples to get a taste of what meeting in person would be like. JOANNA and Fred met through the dating site The Inner Circle, but their first meet-up is strictly online. I caught up with them both after to see what they made of dating via video link and also to see what they thought of each other.
Depending on how the other person feels about how comfortable they are about being on a sort of a virtual date, sort of really sets the parameters, which can sometimes, if you met them in person, it might be different. But actually, I think in the current situation, it's a really good way of getting around sort of the worry about COVID and meeting too many people face to face. I think he was great, really confident, really attractive guy. Yeah, he was brilliant.
And do you think, based on the virtual date you just had, that you would go on and meet again?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it'll ever replace either dating or a first date. I think a first proper date will always have to be in person.
Yeah, and can you get a sort of vibe from someone? So, I mean, you just chatted to JOANNA then for sort of 25 minutes, half an hour. Do you think you'd meet up with her again?
I don't think we would meet up again, but that's not because she's a lovely person. I think you can get enough of a vibe to know if it's worth meeting up. Yeah.
JOANNA and Fred are still looking for that special someone. Relationship experts say it might not seem it, but now is a good time to be looking for love.
People's desire to form a relationship does seem to be a lot more serious at the moment, which again I think is brilliant, because I think that is something that people have worried about in the past. But I would say try and have that initial video date with as many people as you can while we can, with a mind to trying to meet up with someone relatively quickly, ideally sort of within 1 or 2 weeks of starting chatting to them, just to see if there is a possibility. And I think that people are quite flexible on that, and I think just try and enjoy it.
For single people, lockdown has confused the dating scene even further. On the positive side, there are many others going through the exact same experience, but finding each other might be that bit more difficult.